Our last section here is going to be putting numbers in order. So we have greatest to least, so read the directions, and least to greatest. I'm going to help you with this first one, least to greatest. So we want to look for the biggest negative. Because remember, the bigger the negative, the smaller the number actually is. So my biggest negative, -5. And I like to even say, I used it. So now let's look for my next biggest negative. -4. I used it. Then I've got, -2. I'm getting closer to 0. -1. 0 and 3. And I can always scroll up to my number line and look, hey, is that the order it goes? -5, -4, -2, 0, and 3. We are good to go. Now I do want to remind you that if you have absolute value, we have 2 of them, we do have to do that first. So when we're ordering them, it would be the absolute value of 33 is 33, and the absolute value of -32 is -32. Positive 32. And the absolute value of -31 is positive 31. Okay, so those are the numbers. When we're placing them in, we want to look at it. So let's try this one together now. So I still want to look for that. It's least to greatest, so I'm starting with my biggest negative. So now my biggest negative is -36. And I used that one. So now I look for my next biggest negative, and I see -31. I've used up all my negatives now, so now I know my positives in order from least to greatest. So I look, 31 is the next biggest positive, so my next small number here, but I have to write it how it was given. So it's the absolute value of -31. So I don't write positive 31, however it was listed, I have to list it over here the same way. So I now use that one. Then I go from 31, I go to 32, but it wasn't just 32, it was the absolute value of -32. So however it's given in your list is how you have to list it over here. Then we go to, from 32, we go to 33, but it was the absolute value of 33. And then finally we hit 35. So however it's given is how we write it. We do have to solve it in order to know where it falls, but we still write it in that same form. So go ahead and finish up this page.